Well, you're listening to yet another episode of Devil Tongue and Phantom Other on Spreaker. www.spreaker.com. I'm Devil Tongue.
Phantom Other.
You can follow us on most of the social media websites. Facebook, Twitter at Devil Tongue, Snapchat, YouTube.
We on YouTube?
Yeah, we on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel.
Alright.
We have a SoundCloud channel as well.
Alright.
We have Skype. And be patient. We haven't Skyped yet, but we're getting to that. You can call the Devil Tongue. Area code 347-903-8452. And of course, you can email Devil Tongue and Phantom Other. devil.tongue@gmail.com.
Has anybody called us yet?
Not yet,
Oh,
but
damn,
you
that's
know
sad.
what?
I'm waiting to hear from somebody at least. Damn.
Yeah, even if I don't pick up the phone, call. They make us feel
Heck.
wanted.
Just breathe.
Make us feel special. Because we always try to make you feel special. And I hope we do. Money talks. And that's the reason why
Money hurts too.
Yeah, that's the reason why you're like born free and taxed to death. Today's episode is about fees.
And not because it's after Christmas.
Fee. One of the biggest problems I have is having to pay a fee for everything. And I'm going to give you a very, very, very good example with the Devil Tongue. There are a lot of film submission contests. Alright, hashtag anti-drug matter. Check it out. But most of these festivals and contests, whether the fee is a minimal $20 or whether it's $200, Phantom remembers a time when, is it that there weren't so many fees or there were no fees at all?
I don't remember it being a fee, period.
Okay.
I don't remember it really being a fee. I just remember the bigger ones. I think there were a fee, but it was due to they call it processing, but it was more of the more famous ones,
right?
And it was and it wasn't that much either. I mean, it was a fee, but it wasn't even that much either. But that was the only time I remember actually that you had to pay, and then even in some of those cases, you really didn't have to pay either. But guess what? Here's my fee issue. The fee of convenience.
Oh, convenience fee.
What kind of shit is that? Just because I'm paying with a credit card online, you're going to charge me extra with that fee for the convenience of paying at my pocket, from the pocket of my home. That's why.
I'm going to give you another good example. Florida DMV. If you pay in person, there's no charge. But if you pay online, there's a fee involved. If you send it through the mail, there's a fee involved.
Oh, you know what really kills me? The restocking fee. I bought something. I didn't like it. I'm returning it. You're going to tell me I got to pay a fee on that for you to put it back on the thing? Listen, dude, I'll put it back for free, okay? I'll put it back on the shelf for free. You're going to give me a restocking fee because you got to put it back on the shelf? Give me a break.
And I usually do put items back on my own. I don't wait for store staff to do it. Yeah, you could. That's their job, if you will. But why am I being charged? And this usually occurs, of course, you purchased the product, you took it home, you didn't like it, or there's something wrong with it. But when you return it, we're charging you a restocking fee to put it back on the shelf.
Right.
And that's if they even put it back on the shelf. They probably put it in the storeroom.
Or wait for the next person behind me to take it.
Yeah.
Don't even see the shelf.
There's fees how about like when it comes to credit cards in terms of
annual fee? You gonna give me an annual fee for me to charge? Wait a minute, for me to use your card to charge, I gotta pay for fee for that?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
When Metro cards, when they were first introduced, you just paid, if it was $10, you paid $10.
That's right. You gotta pay a fee to get the card if you don't have a card.
Yep.
That's $1. Oh, come on now, really? Now you're gonna charge me to get the little plastic card.
Surcharges. Oh,
you know what I was thinking of? The one when you do the rent-a-car, and then if you don't bring the car back to the exact amount of gas, I'm sitting there like, dude, if it's a full tank, I'll bring back a full tank. But you know what kills me is when you get a rent-a-car and it only has a quarter tank, and then you gotta bring it back to a quarter tank. If you said a half a tank, I can work with that. But then they fee you if you don't bring it back to the tank it was at.
Well, okay, that's slightly inaccurate. The way it works is this. Say it was on a quarter tank and you bring it back a half. You don't get credit for that gas.
No!
But if it was at a quarter tank and you bring it back on empty, they're charging you.
Yeah. And there's a fee for that. I'm like, dude, you better be happy I brought gas back.
Well, it doesn't work like that. Come on now.
No, but what I'm saying is, you're not being realistic. A quarter tank is hard, dude. Think about it. If you said a full tank, you just gotta fill up a tank. If you said a half a tank, you can guess if the tank is like, 16 gallons? Okay, that's 8 gallons. I mean, yeah, I know if you do the math, a quarter tank of that, yeah, I know. But, think about it. You ain't really doing that.
For those of you who rent cars, I'm gonna make it very simple.
Don't rent.
No. When it's time to bring this vehicle back, you just, I don't know, say for example, using the quarter tank rule, have it on half a tank and just drive until you're down to a quarter tank. Then take it back. That's all.
Whatever.
Hey, I've done that. Because I know I'm not getting credit for the unused gas.
I know. Well, that's a stupid fee too.
Yeah, it sucks with a capital S.
You should give me a credit for that. Nah.
No, but
I think you should give me a credit.
You want a credit?
They should give me a credit.
They should.
That's what I'm saying.
They should.
But they don't. So you know what I'm saying? They should give us a credit.
But again, they want to nickel and dime all of us, and it's terrible because we cannot afford these fees.
They charge you for copies when you go to the finance office, like when you go to the NYC finance office sometimes. Mm-hmm. If you find a nice person, sometimes they will give you free copies. But then you find that son of a bitch that be up there, it's a fee for that. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I just want a piece, like a copy of my property. Oh no, there's a fee for that. There's a fee for you to get your paperwork. There's a fee for you to get everything out of here. There's a process fee when you get a damn ass ticket. I'm like, what the hell you processing? You processing my money? What?
A lot of people complain about that. Again, fees and surcharges.
They fee you up.
And we all ask, well, what's the money for? Where's it going?
Oh, let me tell you about another fee that used to bug me out.
Okay.
On DirecTV, they used to give you, now, you don't watch no damn ass sports. They feed me on sports. I'm like, but I don't watch no sports. Well, we got to charge you with the fee. What? Wait a minute. It was like $1 or $2, but regardless, I don't watch any sports. So why am I getting charged for the sports? Well, man, because you have DirecTV. I'm not paying for the Yes Network. You can take that off, please. They charge you for that.
Fees are just a slick way of a company extorting money from you, legally.
You know what fees I'm going to start doing? Aggravation fees. People who aggravate my ass, I'm going to start taxing them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
think we're going to start doing our own fees. Everybody doing fees, we should do our own fees. I got aggravation fee. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to segue.
I got the you tell me no fee. Okay? I got that one. You keep on telling me no, right? Or I'm going to put a fee on that. Okay? I got that one. Okay.
I'm gonna segue into Bitcoin.
Don't go into Bitcoin.
Do you actually know what Bitcoin is?
I know of Bitcoin.
Right.
I know of it. And the thing about it is, I don't know if you know that it's a little bit of dirty money.
Money talks.
Okay.
Money talks. Hey,
And
dirty cash wants you.
Somebody was trying to pull someone into it, and they were a child. Okay, they were trying to, they were telling this kid, to invest in Bitcoins, and someone sent me, which I'm going to send you, a little report about it. And I'm not saying Bitcoins is bad, but Bitcoins is not good either.
Right.
And the thing about Bitcoins is that it's what do you call it?
Virtual money?
It is virtual money, but it's dirty money. And what I mean by dirty money, I mean that I don't know if you're familiar with the black web or the dark web, they call it.
Right, the dark web.
Right. That's where Bitcoin really does their business.
Got it.
Bitcoin doesn't do their business on hey, I want to buy shit at Amazon.
Right.
No, you don't see that. But if you want to buy some weed and drugs and shit like that, your Bitcoins are they're very, very, worth in that world. You're looking for children, pedophiles, it works very well with them too. It's what happened is that it's kind of like it's a gray area of money, meaning that there is money to be made,
right? But
the money that's being made is not nice.
I see.
It's usually sex trafficking, kids trafficking, drugs, whatever they do on the dark web. That's where they make their profit. Granted, it has crossed over into the light, but if you notice, it hasn't really taken on like the good market, like at certain merchants, it really hasn't catched on yet. But if you go into the dark market, aka the dark web, that's what they do. That's what they, the underground, I call it. Like, where they do the dirty stuff and, stuff that you don't see that's being done underhandedly. That's what they do. So, when this person was trying to introduce this kid into it, I was like, yeah, it's a nice way. Because, he was like, oh, yeah, I made a lot of money and everything like that. And I was like, yeah, that's really nice. But, that's kind of like saying, I traffic kids out there and I make money off them too. So, what are you telling me? Because basically, that's the only thing about Bitcoin where it's the gray area. And it's sad because there's a lot of articles about it and how there's a plus to it and a minus to it. And the cons really outweigh the pluses.
Got it.
But the money that's being made is ridiculous. But the catch is that, to the expense of who's getting the money, who's making the money.
Because 500,000 Satoshi, I don't remember how much it equates, but you need 500,000, well, Bitcoin, Satoshi, whatever, before you can even say, I have $1. It's just like Mexico and pesos.
Yeah.
It would be different if, I'll say, 4 pesos equated $1, just like 4 quarters equal $1. But you need, I'm just throwing the number out there because I don't know the exact number. 10,000 pesos for $1. So 1 peso is worth less.
Right. But you got to think about it like this too. What are you buying with that money? Meaning, what can you get with that money? What can you get? Because can that money even be cashed over into cash? Can it? Think about it. Or everything has to be bought on that system. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, we're going to sidebar that for a second because I'm going to pick on Mexico for a minute. When I went to Mexico earlier this year, went to a 7-Eleven. Shout out to 7-Eleven. I had pesos, and even though they had, well, let's say English and Spanish translation, like buying a water, for example, it might have said 90 pesos. But it said $1 or whatever in American money, American currency. So to get rid of it, I just use whatever pesos I had, and then, okay, well, actually, in this instance, the pesos covered, my purchase, because I thought I had to add my American currency. But like you said, when it comes to the Bitcoin, what can you purchase with that?
Well, can't, because think about it. Let's say you have $1,000
right.
in Bitcoins. So you have a bill that got to be paid. Can I use my Bitcoins to pay that bill? No, you cannot.
And that's unfortunate, because that's the reason why I was getting Bitcoin, because I thought, well, you know something? This could be,
See, Bitcoins, it doesn't work in the real world.
Got it.
It works in whatever realm, whoever's dealing with Bitcoins.
Got it.
Meaning, AKA, don't mean to say it, the sex trade, drugs, the dark web, they do a lot in that. And the reason why also is there's no tracing. There's no paper trail. So, and then on top of that, who's going to find out, when you said Caducking or whatever like that, who's going to find something, who's going to really go and find something that don't even exist? Because think about it, dollars and cents. Bitcoins is something that's just made up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So Homeboy made up his own dollar system, whatever he did, how he did it. You know what I'm saying? He made up new words and, called a cent, maybe not a cent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And called, a $1 bill, whatever he wants to call it. Or, what happened if you have 50 cents, 5 cents, this and that. I mean, he probably called everything different that he wanted to call it.
Exactly.
So, when you look at it from that perspective, it's different. Because, the child was like, oh, wow, he made a lot of money from Bitcoins and this and that. I said, but dude is living in somebody else's house. If he's so busy, this is the part that kills me about people who make like tons of money.
Right.
If you're making tons of money, why are you not living in your own place? Okay.
Well, that it's not just that. That goes across the board in so many ways.
No, but I'm just saying that because he was supposed to. Because he's like, because he was telling this child, I make a lot of money off Bitcoin, blah blah blah, whatever. And I was like,
you know why I'm pumping the brakes?
Go ahead.
You said you can't use Bitcoin in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's making a lot of money off of Bitcoin, what world are you living in?
I don't know. That's why I told the little child that was trying to draw into, don't get involved.
Whoa.
Do not get involved. Because he was like, hey, I guess he's like saying like, oh yeah, I'm into making money and this and that, and I'm into Bitcoins. And I said to him, to the kid, yo, don't get involved. He was like, why? I said, Bitcoins are not a sure thing. Yes, and I said, I'll tell you the truth. Money can be made, but you don't want that money. You don't. And the thing about it is that nobody uses Bitcoins. Nobody. Right. I mean, think about it. You go to Macy's. Yo, you take Bitcoins, they look at you and laugh. Or they would look at you and be like, what the hell is that? Nobody takes that. If Amazon is not taking it, nobody's taking it. Got you. Okay?
All right.
So now, and then it was funny because like I said, when I did the research, I said, wow, a lot of this money is technically dirty money. So it is what it is.
Well, we're going to, sign off and leave that for all of you out there to chew on and think about.
Even though Bitcoins had nothing to do with no damn fees.
Again, we're all over the place. What do you expect, But it's something to, express your opinion on, our opinion on, because fees, for the most part, they're inevitable. You can't get around them. You can't escape them. You can try, but a lot of them are built into the things you purchase already anyway.
It is what it is.
And it always will be what it is. Hey, as always, thanks for listening to us. I'm Devil Tongue.
Phantom Mother.
And we will, or rather, you will hear from us again. And we definitely hope to hear from you.